Good afternoon, evening, morning, everyone.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. And we're truly a global livecast right now because we have people from all over the world, all the continents. Well, not all the continents.
4 different countries right here.
4 different countries, yes. Through 4 different time zones.
3 different continents.
Yeah, that's right. That's great. So we have Julie and I are both in North America, of course. But Danita's joining us again from Italy. Great to see you.
Hi.
And it's evening in Italy, and it's tomorrow morning down in New Zealand.
Yeah, 8 a.m. tomorrow. 8 a.m. Saturday morning.
Excellent.
They're in our time traveler.
Welcome to tomorrow. Tomorrowland is New Zealand. Excellent. So how's your afternoon be going, Julie, and the rest?
I got some profiles added.
Afternoon was a long time ago for some.
I did get a few added, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Otherwise, it's been busy here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Amy.
Ooh, hey, we have a special guest just joining us. Amy Johnson has joined us.
We always have to say all 3 names, right? Amy Johnson.
That's right.
Except I've got audio issues. Hang on. This is why I wanted to come on now. So when I have to do this at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I know what the heck I'm doing, or have a better chance of knowing what the heck I'm doing.
Well, that's great.
I'm with you, Amy. I'm with you.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Now everybody's going to be silent and I can't hear anything.
No. Well, we can hear you. We can hear you fine. Can you hear us? No, you can't hear us. Okay. But she's shaking her head as if she heard the question.
There we go. There we go. I got it.
Yeah.
It's funny, I asked, "Can you hear me?" And then you shook your head as if you heard the question.
I think that was an exasperated shake of her head. Am I right, Amy? Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Blink twice.
Blink.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, that's great.
Oh my goodness.
And how has your Connect-a-Thon been going so far, Amy?
It's been slow. I keep going down rabbit holes, and instead of adding people, I keep doing more and more research. It's like, no, add the maintenance categories, move on.
That would be smart.
It's hard.
I think I've got a grand total of 12 so far. But the same thing.
Where I am.
Getting distracted is really, though, it's the thing that it's fun, but when you really have a plan, it just messes you up.
That's great. Yes.
That's true.
Well, I've got an excuse. My grandchildren are over and they're having some pool time, and they've got 2 little friends with them as well. So we spending a nice some time outside with them. So now we're inside. But Finn is just
that's worth it.
On the floor, so he's not ready for his Finn cam at this point.
It's Finn cam.
The Finn cam, yes. He did have.
It looks like you all have had a lot of company in the rabbit holes. So.
Oh yes.
Got at least 2 people who have been down there.
Down the rabbit holes.
Run into each other.
Yeah.
There are lots of them, that's for sure. Yeah. So we're doing amazing well. Shall we start off with some stats?
Do you want me to announce the first?
Yeah. You go ahead.
The magical word.
The magical word. There's the banner.
Ooh.
All right. Got to type contributions.
Okay. You've started the whatever. Right, Julie?
Do I have to start it now?
Yeah, you have to start it before they start typing, or else it doesn't count.
Okay, don't type anything yet. Then don't type.
Don't type yet.
Hang on. Or you'll have to do it again.
Okay.
All these complications, I tell you.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting quite a few coming through.
Okay, there we go. Now you can type it. Type it all over. Start over.
Now type contributions and to enter the draw. And we have we had briefly, we've got Chris back. Chris Feriolo.
Hey guys, what's going on?
They
Once
let
again-
just anybody in here, don't they?
Well, once again, half the hosts are from Team Italy.
Hey, Chris.
I'm just here putting my new computer through the paces before tomorrow. Actually, tonight I'll be doing the Midnight Madness later. So
Midnight Madness.
See
Ooh.
if I can get all the
Rest
kinks
up for
up
that.
before I get started. It all makes sense in my head. Anyway,
Well,
what's
that's
going on?
good. Good. Well, we were just about to start some stats. So
Stats.
I was thinking that since it is 4 o'clock and 4 is a perfect square, that we would go, instead of doing the team and user ones like we did at noon, we're going to go the pure user ones, which takes us ranks from 1 to, let's go all the way to the bottom. So far, we have 447 WikiTreeers have participated in the Connect-a-Thon. So
That's
great. That's great. Considering that for a good chunk of people, it's still a Friday work day, and so
work is highly overrated.
It is, yes. And I suppose the average genealogist probably skews closer to the retirement age and maybe not be working full time. It's hard to say, but
yeah. And of course, all the Aussies and New Zealanders will only just be waking up to get started.
Yeah. So, and that's a good big
most of them.
There's lots of reasons why. It's but still, we have well over half of the people signed up because we have just over 700 signed up altogether. So over half of us are already working at it. So I'm going to go through those who are in the perfect square position. I'm not going to read all the people with a perfect square score because I tried that once, and there's a lot of 1s, there's a lot of 4s, and I'm not doing that again.
We were here for a long time that time.
We were.
It was.
I have to leave at some point here, so.
Right.
Before you start, Greg, I just want to let you know that I always let my team know that 4 times a year I'm just not available. we talk about if we're working or if we're retired or whatever. I'm just not available.
Nope,
out of office.
Out of office.
Out of office.
That's it. That's exactly it. So 441 is 21 squared, and the person in that position is Anonymous Reed from the Toddlin' Tortoises, and they've done 1 profile, so they're off to a good start, and 1 also with perfect square. 400 is also a perfect square. That's 20 squared, and Jacques Spickermans.
Hey, Greg, I hate to interrupt you, but I'm looking at the score right now. I have 21 and you have 12. That's interesting. Kind of cool.
Yes.
Well, you've refreshed since Greg has, but he has his method, so we're going to let him refresh.
Don't make Greg start all over.
No. Okay. I will refresh again. I refreshed this at the beginning of our thing, I think. Oh, you know what? Let me just do a quick refresh because I only did the ones. Is 441. It's still Anonymous Reed with 1 profile. And then at 400, we have still Jacques Spickermans from the Toddlin' Tortoises again with 3 profiles. And then that was 20 squared. So 19 squared is 361. And that's Sherry Denker from the Nor'easters with 4 profiles, which of course is also a perfect square, 2 squared. 18 squared is 324. And that would be Kat Smith from Team Roses with 6 profiles.
Woo, Team Roses.
And then 17 squared is 289. Where are we here? And that's Sharon Piersma from the Toddlin' Tortoises. The Toddlin' Tortoises are all eating up all these perfect squares. And Sharon has 8 profiles. Now 8 isn't a perfect square, but it's a perfect cubed. 2 cubed is 8, so that's kind of cool. So that was 17 squared. 16 squared is 256. And that is the captain of Irish Shawnee, the Fergal Hennigan, and he has 10 profiles. Then 15 squared is 225. And that belongs to Stacy Galladay from the Southwest Shiners with 13 profiles to her name. Okay, so that was 15 squared. 14 squared is 196, which is a very nice number. And Jeff Treese from the Southern Super Sweepers at 17 profiles. And what's really, so that's 14 squared. What's really cool is that 13 squared is you just reverse those last two digits. You turn 196 into 169, and that gives you 13 squared. And that is Azure Robinson, our own Azure. Who's and she has 21 profiles. And Azure's been doing so much. It's amazing she's even got 21 profiles, considering all
I know
she does behind the scenes.
She does a lot of work, yeah.
She's worked so hard. Okay, that was 13 squared. 12 squares is 144. Pretty gross number. Shonda Feather, the captain of the Northwest Territory. I can count it. The Northwest Terriers. Woof. With 27, which is 3 cubed profiles. Thank you, Shonda. Shonda did a great job as a captain. She was welcoming every single member. She got to welcome all the people when they signed up on the G2G before I was able to write them down in the spreadsheet. He was right ahead of the game there. 11 squared is 121, and in the 121st position is E. Bain from the Globetrotters, and he has 35. Or
Yay, Globetrotters.
35, yes. So that's 11 squared. 10 squared, of course, is 100. Nice round number there. And another co-captain from the Irish Shawnee, Karen Haney, has 42. The answer to the life, the universe, and everything. It's hip to be square.
Sorry, I'm getting all the nerdy things.
Nerdy things.
So that was 10 squared. So 9 squared is 81, and that belongs to Julie Bartimus from the Northwest Terriers. With 48 profiles. Then that was 9 squared, so 8 squared is 64. And that belongs to Anne Fiordalisi from the Northwest Terriers again. With 58 profiles. And Anne is joining us in the chat. Congratulations, Anne, for that. So that's 8 squared. 7 squared is 49. Don B. Sage Jr. from the Tree Nuts with 72 profiles. Yay, Tree Nuts.
Squirrel.
There we go. So this is the first person, Don is the first person that we've called out that has more profiles than their position number. So up until now, it was done this way. So there we go. The greater than less than sign has just flipped. Moving on to 6 squared, which is 36, 3 dozen. Liz McDonald from the Twisted Thistles with 83 profiles. And then we have 5 squared, which is 25, of course. Oh, this is very cool. Lisette Halaz from the Germany Genies. And she has 4 times 25, or 10 squared, 100 profiles exactly.
Ooh.
So very nice. Very good, Lisette. Making a nice round number for the 4 o'clock live cast. Greatly appreciate that. 4 squared is 16. And look at that, another perfect square. John D. Powers from the Appalachia Roots has 144 or 12 squared profiles done. That is,
I don't know. That's gross.
Very, very cool.
Greg did not catch that.
I heard that. I heard it was gross. Yes.
You were just ignoring it.
Excellent. So then we have 9 squared, or 3 squared, which is 9. M. Meredith from the Appalachia Roots with 196. And then, so that was 3 squared. 2 squared is 4. That's Nick Turstall from the Flying Dutchman with 368. And even though 3 isn't a perfect square, we're going to give an honorable mention. Alan K. Entwistle with 490 from the captain of the Splendid Spruces. Second position, Jack Graham from Appalachia Roots, 501. And
wow,
1 squared. The top position belongs to Danita! With 550, a nice round number too. Excellent.
Wow, that's amazing.
Excellent.
It just
Well
really
done,
struck me
everybody.
that if you want to make Greg's day, make sure that before the next, right before the next chat, you just stop at a perfect number, like a Fibonacci or a square or a cube or something, and you'll just really get Greg really excited. So if you want to get Greg excited, make sure you do something fun.
So 550 is 2 times 15 squared, right? 225 is 15 squared, so that's 2 times 15. That's excellent.
I planned it.
You did plan it.
It was Greg. I totally planned that one, Greg.
So when we went live right at 4, I think the score was 14,222. Well, that's kind of cool. 3 2s in a row there.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna.
I've been meaning to ask you if you want to go like over to Chillswaldo. I have a bunch of profiles there you can just put up for me. If you really want to. That would help me out.
It would help you out.
Yes, it would.
I
actually have a genealogist friend who does Waldo on Ancestry.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah. 14,469. So in just the short time it took me to go through those numbers, we have over 240 more were added. Very impressive.
Great so they're not paying attention, is what you're saying. They're not.
Apparently, they're not paying attention to me at all, which is fine. Totally fine and totally understandable.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Yeah. So there we go. Have we had any questions in the chat?
We have not really. Everybody's just been congratulating everybody else. I do like Karen's sentiment here. Let me find it.
Oh,
again.
What's Karen's?
I am also a knitter. And when you do Fibonacci stripes, they're really cool.
Oh,
they just,
that's neat.
Narrow, wider. So.
Oh, neat.
It's fun.
Yeah, the Fibonacci pattern it makes a really cool rectangular pattern, right? If you start at 1 square, and then you go over 1, and then you go down. The 1 and 1 makes the 2, and then you can do 3, and then you can just do strips around the outside, and all of those borders just. Anyways, that's a cool.
I think you should draw us a picture of that for next time.
I'll map that out on graph paper for the next time.
Okay.
Can you do like a 5-slide presentation for us?
But that's not a
I'll
square
knit
number.
up an Afghan real quick while I'm gone.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll knit up an Afghan in the Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, here. Azure said we have selfies going up.
Oh, excellent.
Let me see if I can share the screen a little bit if you guys have time.
Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, let's see what some people have contributed.
Hang on.
Okay.
Drum roll.
What's the number? Somebody read me that number.
It's 176 9111.
3 ones?
3 ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And now I need to share my screen because you guys would probably not enjoy me oohing and awing over them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
That one there. Just, no one.
It would be much more fun for you to see them too. There we go. And let's take Azure's down.
You can see the beginning of the post.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
There we have Shonda and her puppy dog.
Yeah.
Oh, go Terriers.
Yes, look at that.
We have Sue Carta.
That's nice.
That's great, Sue.
That is.
And here's Tabor Fisher. That's
nice.
great. She's got her Coke all lined up there to get her caffeine going. And toasteds of some I don't know that snack.
That can actually double on the Coke ad.
Yeah. And 2 screens, you'll notice.
Oh yeah, good. Oh, there's Vicky.
And here's Vicky Blanco with her international globe there on the
look at that. Yeah.
screen. That's great. That's a great view out her window too.
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
Oh wow, you can see the Andes.
Yeah, well, it's winter down there too.
You guys probably can't see this picture I just popped up of Margaret. Can you?
No.
In a different tab. I only did the one tab. Sorry.
Right.
What do we have going here? This is Sheila Tidwell, who is watching Elvis while adding
WikiTree.
connections.
Good combination.
Whatever.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Some
much.
people watch all this.
That's great. Yeah.
And that's all. That's all for now. I love it.
All
You
for
guys
now.
go out and add your own.
Okay. So how many people have contributed? How many people have typed in contributions, Julie?
Oh, I have to go look. 43.
Okay.
So
If you
we'll
haven't
give them a couple
won,
more minutes.
yeah, if you haven't won within the last 6 months, then you're eligible for the draw. So type it in. Oh, and thank you, Azure. Azure's keeping us up to date with all the latest things.
I know. Thank you, Azure.
Yeah, that's great. Discount codes for the score. Ooh, that's nice. 15% off. And free shipping. Oh, that would be the US. I don't think they said.
Yeah.
There's probably not free shipping to Canada and almost definitely not free shipping to Italy or New Zealand, I'm afraid.
No.
Yeah. Probably not.
No,
Sadly.
sadly.
No, my son wanted to get a plush toy from America, and it would cost twice the amount of the toy to get it shipped here.
Yeah,
And that's
we
like,
paid for it
well.
twice over.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. And Tabor just reminded us to thumbs up the video, please.
Mm-hmm.
That helps us more than you know with our YouTube channel. So that would be fantastic if you could remember to do that.
Give us a like, subscribe. Do all
Subscribe.
Yep. Definitely helps. So what are we up to now? How many? We've got 44.
Okay.
All right.
I think we've got all that are coming aboard. All aboard that are coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last call.
Board.
Last call.
All right. Here goes. Oh, we're up to 45 now.
Okay. Are you going to share your screen so we can see the big spinning wheel?
Oh, yes. I need to do that too. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm sure I
knew
knew you're thinking about it. I just thought,
I was.
yeah.
If I can find it. There it is. So many tabs.
So many tabs, so little time.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Are you ready?
Oh, I
Drum
think
roll.
so.
Okay, here goes.
The winner is
And the winner is
Flowing.
going.
Nancy
Nancy
Wilson.
Wilson. Yay, Nancy.
Yay.
Woo! Nancy is my cousin. I
Is
should
she?
add.
Now,
But we
is this
didn't know each other until WikiTree.
Oh, isn't
Oh,
that
that's
neat?
cool.
Yeah, we're like 4th or 5th cousins or something like that. I mean, it's not real close, but still.
Yeah. Is
Kind of
this
fun.
Nancy Wilson from the rock group Heart? Or different?
I don't think she sings. Nancy, tell us. Do you sing? I don't think it's the same one.
I don't think it's the same one. Okay.
Does she have a sister named Anne?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's great. Well,
Yay,
congratulations,
Nancy.
Nancy. And
Yes, so just we'll get your name added into the spreadsheet, and
Mhm,
you will be contacted at the end of the
mhm.
Connect-a-Thon. I'm like, what are we doing? Source-a-thon? Connect-a-thon? It's been a day.
It's been the question was asked whether it's a T-shirt or a mug or a dollar value towards one of those, and I can't remember what the answer was. The answer was given somewhere, but it escapes me now. I sing, but not the same one. Okay, there we go. That's great. Awen will contact you and let you know all the details, though. So, but in the meantime, you can go to the store, and those who didn't win can still go to the store and use that discount code. But you can go to the store and pick out what you'd like to get, and then
Yes, go shopping,
go shopping. Yeah.
browsing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, here's Aowen. There are 4 or 5 Connect-a-Thon item options that the winners can pick from.
Look at that.
Cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Awen.
You know, when you said your 4th or 3rd or 4th or 5th cousins, you know, it's so, I don't know about you, but I am so excited, especially when I'm working on my family. And like I mentioned last time, we chase the frontier, and, you know, you don't know where anybody is. I get so excited when I find a fourth or fifth cousin. You know,
I know. Well, that's pretty
they
cool.
really help build the whole thing back. You know, it pulls everything together. I just get really excited when it's like fourth cousin, big deal. No, it's really exciting.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant, you know, my.
I know, but you know,
but I agree with you.
A lot of times people think, fourth cousin. No, when you're into this stuff, that is really cool. That you find
it is
who can
for sure.
Together.
Yeah.
Yep. Fun times.
Yeah. Well, I just recently found out that one of the people in the New Zealand project, she's the third cousin of someone who's my third cousin. So related. Like she's related through the other person's dad, and I'm related through the mum. So of course we're not genetically connected,
right.
but it's sort of like third cousin.
You share a cousin.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Find these things and it's like, that's interesting. It's like, wow.
That's neat. Yeah. That's like growing up. Whenever there was a big get together, you know, you'd always end up meeting your cousin's cousins, right? You know, from the other side of the family, and you sort of get to know them. So that's
I don't know what that's like at all.
You know, when we first moved here to this town in Italy, we met someone who was a Zanre, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're not related," and I'm like, "Forget it, you are related." I know you don't. You know, it's like they're not closely related. I had to go back to 1700 to match them up. She's actually my husband's seventh cousin. But we were all so excited when I finally made the connection, because it was like, no, we're not related. We don't know how, you know, we're just different. We're not related. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. This name is so specific to this place. Anybody with this name is related
somehow.
And when I finally got it back there, they were just so excited. Actually, you know, she's only related to him like 8 different ways, and she's like a third cousin a different way, but you know, but straight up the Zanre line, she was a seventh cousin. We were so excited because it meant that we had made these really important connections to get there, you know. So no, there's no connection too far away, I don't think.
That's right. Yeah.
In my case, it's always like, okay, who belongs to who? You know, who's money? I mean, what? No, nobody owes anybody money, I don't think.
Hopefully not.
In my case, it's like,
sorry, Chris.
This person's related to this person. Okay, fine, good, whatever. Yeah. We need like a scorecard on my family tree at this point.
Scorecard, yes.
So I have mentioned before that Amy and I are cousins. We discovered that sometime a way back, and it used to be 10th cousins.
Yeah, it was way far.
I went and checked. Yeah, it's 6. We're 6 cousins now.
Oh, wow.
See?
That's huge.
You keep putting the puzzle pieces together and things just all come.
Next thing you know, we'll be having Thanksgiving dinner together.
You're welcome anytime.
Oh, wow. How cool
Absolutely.
That is cool. Yeah, we'll have to.
Somebody's been working on stuff, so.
It hasn't been me.
No, I haven't. Are my own family? Are you kidding?
Please.
Well, it is 4:30 already, and I think we should probably let these people get back to work.
Yeah.
So, unless there's any last-minute questions from the chat, I don't see any.
Lots of people saying they're the cousins of each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're all trading cousin stories.
They're all trading cousin stories, are they?
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
We do. If someone could, Paul is struggling with the Sorcerer extension, browser extension. Paul, can you quickly let us know if you're on Discord? Because if you are, or you can do this in G2G, just pop out there and ask a question. And then I know a bunch of people on Discord are very familiar with Sorcerer. And of course, if people are taking the time to read G2G today, which some people are not. I'm sure
Mhm.
they'll help you out.
But the Discord's been very active today. So
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're on Discord, yeah, I would say, yeah, do that. Good.
It's a big helper for stuff like this.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff. Well, thanks everyone for joining me. And we will be back in about 3.5 hours. I don't know if I'm going to be here hosting, but any of you guys going to be back?
I won't be here.
Yep.
I will be here tomorrow.
Okay. And I'll be back at 8 in the morning too.
I will be back at your 4 a.m. call.
Thank you for doing that.
Bless you.
I will be on the 4 a.m. call. But it's only 10 a.m. for me, so don't feel bad.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So we'll see you all and happy connecting.
Yes.
And later.
Bye.